Hello again, it's Ken Crosina, Director of Tennis from Mayfair Clubs. Just out for a little stroll today. Got to hold the camera by myself, but I just want to show you when you live in the suburbs. No, I'm not in the park, but this is how nice it is in the suburbs. There's all kinds of open space everywhere and so nice. One little car coming along today. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do a few drills with your racket while you're walking, some ball control drills. I'm going to try my best to show them to you while holding the camera, while holding a racket. I got to tell you though, as a tennis pro, you would think I would have all kinds of tennis balls in the house. But no, I found just this one ball that isn't autographed. I've got a bunch of autographed tennis balls, but this one isn't autographed. It was like in the garage, underneath a few things. It's got feathers on it. It's in rough shape, but we're going to make do. And I'm going to show you the drills, and then you can let me know how you make out trying these drills. Okay, let's go to try. You can see the ball. The first one is just simple, bouncing it up into the air while you're walking. You might think it's easy, but you know, when you start looking around and you start trying to, you know, wave to a neighbor on the other side of the road, etc., could be a little bit tricky. But just try and bounce the ball up in the air. See how you do. And you can do this with a palm up grip. So you'll see, I'll stop for a second, and you'll see that my palm is facing up in the air. You can then flip the racket over and do it with a palm down grip. So that's kind of like a backhand, right? So still bouncing it up in the air, but that would be with your backhand grip. And then you can make things a little bit trickier. You can go palm up, palm down, palm up, palm down, palm up, palm down while you're walking along. Again, it's a little trickier. You can see it's harder to control it. And then the next one works on the spin and works on controlling the spin off of the racket. So I'll show you how to do this one. You're going to see that we put a little bit of spin on the ball every time, making the ball have a little bit of spin. All right, give that one a try. What I'm going to try to do when I hit these half volleys though, is I'm going to try to hit as many as possible up into this white waste management sign, because that way it's at least 3 feet off the ground, so I know I'm going to clear the net and the ball will travel towards the baseline. Let's see how I make out. I'm going to use my forehand side. This is the only camera angle that I can get. I might try it from over there after and see how I do, but let's try it from here. All right, we're going to hit a little bit against the wall. It's a wall in a local church near where I live. A little bit of construction going on in the background, but they're not working right now, obviously. Let's see how we can make out. Remember, don't hit it too hard. The harder you hit it, the faster it comes back. I want to try and have that racket prepared and ready before the ball bounces. A couple backhands. Oh, that's a tough one. See, I like to run around my backhand even when I'm just practicing on a wall. It's a bad habit. Coach Marine Drake has always told me, got to spend more time working on your weaknesses, less time working on your strengths, if you want to get to a higher level in tennis, or any sport, I assume. Oh, in the puddle. Trick shot coming up. All right. We're going to show you next how to work on some overheads against the wall. I got to go grab that ball and maybe catch my breath a little bit. Woo! Okay, I've moved my phone the other direction, so let's see if maybe it gets a bit more of the wall. But again, I could do this all day. I don't know if you watched my service toss practice video, but I talked about how the guys would make fun of me that I grew up playing against because I was a serve and volley player, but my serve wasn't great. It was probably the weakest part of my game. I would either serve really well or really not so well. Horrible, in fact. But my overhead was the greatest part of my game. So hopefully those same guys that are laughing at me practicing my serve are afraid now that I'm practicing my overhead. Let's see how we do. I'd love to be able to tell you this is my first take coming up, but it's actually my third or fourth or fifth. It's tough to get this going in the space that I have, but it is a great drill if you can make it work for you with good space on a pretty flat wall. Let's give it a try. All right, that wasn't bad. Hopefully you got some of those. I'm gonna try it again. You can practice your tennis anywhere, anytime. But we sure look forward to seeing you back out on the courts at Mayfair Clubs in the near future.